Now introducing the Boston Celtics. At guard, number 36, Marcus Smart. At the point guard position, at 6'3", number 71, Dennis Schroeder. At center, at 6'9", number 42, Al Horford. At small forward, at 6'6", number 7, Jaylen Brown. At forward, number 0, Jason Tatum. The head coach of your home team makes the noise for the Boston Celtics.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Marcus Smart stands 6'3", but he said, I can guard bigs, so I started making a joke. I'm a stretch 6.
Stretch 6. I love that. Great stuff, David. Thank you. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at Portland. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And looking at Sacramento, they're still sorting out their roster, trying to find a way to unlock their full potential in a holding pattern, if you will. And that could change, though, at any moment.
Now Sacramento starting 5. We've got Hampton, garbage man out there with Terry Rozier. Then there's Insanity, and for Boston, onto the front court along with Tatum. Marcus Smart is out there with Dennis Schroeder, and it's Horford in at the 5 down low. And Greg, people already predicting the MVP for this season. Is it too early to start talking about that?
I mean, we have roughly half a season left to play, yet people love to talk about sports, period, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual award out there.
You can't teach that. Brown just showing off his incredible dunking ability.
Over in the corner, Rozier. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you have to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Horford. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Brown, good.
Oh, never quit attitude of Brown. Outstanding at remaining engaged and keeping plays going.
Here comes with the double team. Sinks the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Tatum. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. Back to Horford. Misses in close.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. The Celtics have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And a dunk by Horford.
A huge frame and outstanding wingspan. There's no surprise to see Horford throw it down.
In free agency, unkind to Dennis Schroeder over the summer. Bet on himself to get a bigger deal in the offseason. And cap space drying up quickly. And he just lacked suitors. He eventually catches on with this team, but this wasn't the ideal scenario.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Good morning. How are you going?
So it's Sacramento. Here is Garbage Man. He's guarded by Schroeder. Hampton passes to Rants. Makes it off the glass.
Assisted by
Insanity's got 5 points so far.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Back to Schroeder. Rebounded by Hampton. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Over in the corner, Rozier to the middle. Hampton with the ball. Working on Horford. Rebound Boston. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
They were connecting. When they're connecting like that, they're hard to beat. Their accuracy from outside, just incredible.
So it's Boston now after the Kings pick up 2. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. He has 7.
Oh, you love to see Brown knock down the 3 ball, showing great strides in improving his range.
And the dunk by Hampton.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Out to the right wing, and Horford wide open. He shoots. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 assists in the game. And stolen by Tatum. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Brown feeling out a bit. On the wing, Brown. Lots of room. Again, the Celtics good for 2. So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
And you think back to that 2017 draft, scouts trying to poke holes in Tatum's game, but really, he just needed a little time to develop his skills and get stronger.
I'd like to settle down.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Jaylen Brown.
The most positive thing about his last 10 games, the work on defense. His mindset has become very aggressive. The steals are up, and he's becoming a big factor on the defensive end.
And without naming names, it feels like Tatum, is starting to dominate other all-stars at his position.
And now his game is so complete. Regularly over 40% from 3. He can drive it, post you up. The only success defenders have is when they guess right.
So it's the Celtics now. After the miss from Christian Wood, here's Pritchard. No good on the triple. Kings have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Wood passes to Rozier. Plumlee trying to break loose. And there's Rozier on the assist by Wood.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Rozier against Hill. Cantor trying to free himself up. Count it.
Always looking for the high percentage bucket. Hill got that one right to him.
It's Dragic with the drive, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Kings?
They've been effectively aggressive here in the first half, driving to the hoop with authority and getting a lot of their points right at the rim.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
The Kings leading. Over to the wing. Over in the corner, Rozier. Pass to Wood. Nance outside. Wood in the post. Working on Williams. Wood with the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The Celtics have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Passes to Pritchard. Second chance shot. Comes up empty down low. So Rozier will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. 4-point game. And Plumlee kicks to Wood. From past the arc. And Pritchard pulls it down. Boston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Richardson gets a wide open look. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
It's huge whenever Richardson connects. Makes this offense so much more dangerous.
1 second left. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Kings lead by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And one of the most prolific offensive rebounders in the league, Enes Kanter, breaks down the impact of that particular play.
Secures an extra position and it's demoralized the opponents, and I think it gives my team.
Breaks so valuable, having players who don't need plays called for them to have an impact.
And he's shown he can score in the paint, but if he's not getting touches, he can also go and attack that offensive glass.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
On the court for Sacramento, we've got Rozier. Wood out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Dragic, and it's Tate in at the 3 spot.
And how about the court awareness there? Dragic, fantastic job spotting the wide-open teammate.
Here's Richardson. The Kings getting the bucket. Going inside. So it's Richardson with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
On the wing, Rozier. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics made the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times over 4 seasons, but last season, injuries and COVID protocols knocked them down a peg. Ownership and management are patiently staying the course. And with their young star talent, this team still has room to improve from within. Guys, back to you.
Well, their upside in a lot of people's view remains. David, thanks. That gives them the lead. And the Celtics lead by 1.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, Kanter has led the league in offensive boarding rates. I mean, when you think about it, perhaps the best in picking up his teammates' misses.
Timeout called by the Kings. If you know a thing or two about being a floor general, it's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. Now there are point forwards, even point centers, and an offense doesn't have to run through the backcourt anymore. You look at guys like LeBron and Jokic, it's a different game.
Inside, it's tipped. Here's Tatum. The Kings have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Tate driving inside. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Now here's Brown. Coming off a solid outing against Washington.
It's amazing. The development of Brown as a scorer, and he's an exciting two-way talent. He's showing us all that tonight.
Here's Hampton. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hampton's got the game tied up here for the Kings.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in that offense.
Outside Tatum. Shoots over Tate. Tatum with another miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look. The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
So it's the Celtics now, after the Kings pick up 2. That misses, and he's 0 for 4.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
We talk so much about Tatum's influence, Chris, at the offensive end, but he's become an impact defender as
instincts, length. You see he's got added muscle. I mean, Kevin, that's what the best players do at this position. Think about it. Kawhi, KD, all lockdown defenders when they put their minds to it.
Here's Insanity, guarded by Smart. That one good for 2. That's 7 points for Insanity.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 2. Here's Tatum. Another shot. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Now, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum-shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Brown outside. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Looking at the last game for Sacramento, it was a win against Milwaukee.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
They looked totally in sync. They knew what they wanted to accomplish, and then they went out there and did it.
Now here's Brown. 12 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Pulls it up. The shot, no good. So the Kings will take it the other way. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. Boston trailing. Nobody near Schroeder. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
Oh, impressive ball handling from Tatum. I mean, it attracts the other team's focus and then finds the open man.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really out of the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The Kings shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And a new group in for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Horford. Robert Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. Josh Richardson's checked in for Smart. And it's Hill in for Dennis Schroeder. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Hampton. Nance comes in for Tate. Rozier, he's checked in for Insanity. And it's Dragic in for Garbage Man. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Down low. Count the basket. 8 points for him.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Kings on top. They lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Jason, still a close one. What do you think happened there in the first half?
Feeling all right. We got to do a much better job defensively. We're not where we need to be, especially on defensive end, so we got to pick it up second half.
Yeah, we'll see if you're more connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. In the second quarter, they put in the work.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
On to the front court along with Tatum. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Smart. And it's Horford in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Boston 5. Celtics trail by 6. Brown outside. It's hauled in by the Kings. Hampton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Ray, and he lays it straight in. The Insanity's got the lead up to 8 now for the Kings.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
They came out the locker room refreshed. I mean, they've been the stronger team since halftime, no doubt.
And an area that's often underappreciated for Horford, he's a fantastic passer.
Nothing flashy.
Assist
Great
goes
vision in the
to
post or
number
at the top of the
20.
key. And he just keeps it moving and finds the open man.
Here's Schroeder. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Brown, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line. And for everything he provides on offense, Chris, Brown's defense is just as impactful.
Kevin, strong, tough, quick twitch athleticism. He plays with tremendous pride.
Now that he's attracting so much defensive attention, Greg, Brown is routinely getting others involved.
And how about his assist numbers have skyrocketed? And it's really not surprising. His sole focus is doing what's best for the team.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And Brown is just an exceptional player. Really love whenever he shows off his athletic ability.
Here's Garbage Man, and he jams it with authority.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Tatum against Wood. Tatum kicks to Horford. Shoots. And that one comes up a bit short.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, the results are clear as day. Great approach coming into the third quarter. We'll see if they can keep it up.
And slam dunk by Smart.
The ability to play above the rim. Smart can definitely throw down.
Sacramento leading by 10. Here's Garbage Man. Rebounded by Smart. For Boston, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. They get it back.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And the basket by Hampton.
That's not what they want guarding him. The size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
Right wing. There's the 3. Count that one. And the Kings lead has been cut to just 9 points on the basket from Horford.
That's just no hesitation. Knocking it down. Horford doesn't get a ton of lift on his shot. He's very active.
Wood can't hit. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Celtics. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Tatum looking around. Smart on the wing. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists tonight.
Showing his range. Smart spacing the floor.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wood. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
You look at Tatum. He's there in the top 10 in the Eastern Conference voting. The fans have really gotten behind him.
And that's the way it should be. Kevin, you could make a case that he should be a starter, but there are just so many great players in the East. Just being in the top 10 shows how much respect the fans have for him.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Boston going with almost an entire new group. Cantor is checked in for Horford. Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. Josh Richardson's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Pritchard in for Dennis Schroeder. Sacramento also making some changes. Plumlee, he's checked in for Hampton. Nance comes in for Rozier. And it's Dragic in for Garbage Man. Hill, he's checked in for Marcus Smart.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for the Celtics, George Hill.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Richardson, good.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Anyone can tell they've ramped up the intensity. I mean, they're more assertive, especially at the offense.
Lee the pass to Wood. Up and in on the layup.
Wood.
And the Kings lead by 6.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Pass to Pritchard.
2 minutes.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Hill kicks to Richardson. Tries from 10. Tries again. And Cantor with the lay-in. Good.
The D must push Cantor farther away. I mean, even when they defend him well, he can still score inside.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Sacramento.
I love how they've attacked the basket in this game. They've taken a very aggressive approach.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
Brown is checked in for the Celtics. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got his first bucket in this one.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Ray. The kick out to Dragic. Here's Insanity. Richardson covered. Count it. And that's 15 points for Insanity.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Brown, good.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
To the left side wing. To the inside. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Here's Ray. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Richardson attacking. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Right there, you see Richardson's size and length at the rim possesses great physical tools.
Nance passes to Wood. Here's Insanity. Out to Nance. From downtown. Bangs home the trifecta.
Nance Jr.
Nance has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
The kick out to Williams. Knocks it loose. The dish to Cantor. To the paint. Dragic left side. Fires the 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Kings lead by... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Sacramento, we've got Chris Boucher. Insanity is out there with Garbage Man, and it's Nance.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul. King substitution.
Schroeder, left side. Over Boucher. Here's Williams. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Hampton, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Jalen Brown.
Personal foul. First 2 fouls.
And that one misses. Some changes for Boston. Jason Tatum comes in for Williams. And Smart subbed in for Richardson. And a change for Sacramento. Rozier's checked in.
That's not like him at all. He's been so steady in this race.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Inside. Banked in off the glass.
20.
And the Kings lead by 2.
Number 22.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Schroeder passes to Tatum. Schroeder looking over the floor. The pass to Brown to take the lead. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 8th assist in the game. The Kings shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. And Smart over to help. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Outside Tatum. Lets it go from deep. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
What the game is, kiddies. Tatum wants to deliver the payback blow. Now that's leadership.
Driving to the basket. And they pick up 2. And that's now 6 points for Garbage Man. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Back to Schroeder. Launches it. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead early. Pass to Hampton. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. The shot that time not on target.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
And here's Tatum for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Tatum's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Celtics. The Kings have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Garbage Man, the pass to Rozier. And here is Hampton. And he makes good on the layup. And the Kings lead by 2.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Cool Hands.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And finished off by Brown.
A gigantic bucket. Brown stepping into the spotlight when it matters most.
Here is Garbage Man. He's guarded by Schroeder, and the shot goes down. 8 points for Garbage Man.
Look, when the D will give it to you, that's where you want your shots coming from. Arm's length from the bucket.
Outside, Horford. Smart, wide open, he fired. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
That's one of those buckets that stand out. Nice play by Smart.
Hampton with the ball. Working on Horford. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
They retain possession, and he recovers it. There's Schroeder. And finally they hit one. 1:21 left here in the fourth quarter. Kicks it to Hampton. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Kings lead by 3.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He was just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Outside Tatum from 6 feet. And another basket for Boston.
Amazing. So much talent for Tatum, but also that it factor.
The Kings shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. It's good!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
They came close there to tying it up.
That was a really important possession, especially at this stage of the game. Painful miss.
Hampton passes to Garbage Man. Here's Insanity. He's covered by Brown. Sinks the triple.
3 points.
Now it's a 6-point Kings lead.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 6. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seconds left in the fourth. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Dennis Schroeder. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And a miss there off the inbound. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring down within 1.
At the height, the footwork. No wonder Tatum's knocked down mid-range.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Allowing for the Kings.
That's the first, and that will put them up by 2.
For 2.
Second one is good, and both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
Brown outside. He's off from 3. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Marcus Smart. That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
So the Kings win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they... negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Goran, nice win tonight. What was working for you out there?
You know, we are the team, so we play as a team. We are fighting back, and we are just solid in defense. Make some easy basket transition, and in the end, we won that game.
Yeah, the fast break was really rolling tonight, and it got you a win. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA. Presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
What do you think about NBA 2K23 so far?
I like it. I like the animations.
What are the biggest differences?
And yeah, I like the graphics too. I feel like the faces look a little more clear, look more realistic. So it's cool. I like the game so far.
Since we talked to you last, you got scanned in NBA 2K22.
Yeah.
What has your life been like, and what is it like kind of seeing yourself in the video game every single day?
Yeah, it's crazy. I've always tried to like dream of being in the game, but now whenever I see like a real face scan version of me, it's still surreal. So it's been a lot going on. It's been a while since I got in the game, but life is good. Life is good for sure.
Any critique of yourself in the video game? Anything we could do better?
I just wish my jumper was a little more consistent, but maybe I got to show something in the season. We'll see though. But maybe on this one we can get my jumper a little better.
All right.
We'll see.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
Early taste of NBA 2K23. What do you think of the game thus far?
I'm just happy to be able to play the game. It's a dope experience, so happy to be here.
The first time we talked to you was in 2019. You were just drafted. You were in the game for the first time. How has your life changed since then?
Actually, I'm better on the game now. I'm better in real life. I'm better on the game.
Okay, so better in all aspects.
Exactly, for sure. Got a daughter now, so things are good,
When are we going to see you on the cover of NBA 2K?
By 2K27.
Okay, I like that.
Let's do it.
Are you ready to go get my team card? Let's see how it turned out. Let's go.
For those of you who joined us for our inaugural 2K TV Tuesday event, thank you for helping us make it a huge success. We were there.
The land of the free and the home of the brave.
Oh, a fantastic rendition of the national anthem. Back with more right after this. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And tonight, we've got the Sacramento Kings playing against the Atlanta Hawks here at their home, State Farm Arena. With our analysts, Brent Barry and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. And let's take a look at the power rankings and see how these teams compare across the league. You look at the Trailblazers, they're building. Before we get going here, we have time for a pregame courtside report. Allie LaForce, it's all yours.
Thanks, BA. Well, the NBA's play-in tournament is exciting. It's a way to...
Yeah, Allie, team's definitely motivated to stay in the top 6. Good stuff there. Thank you. Now let's take a look at the Kings' opening lineup. They've got Hampton, and it's Rozier in at the shooting guard position. And for Atlanta, in the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. At the forward slots, Hunter and Collins. And it's a Kongwu in at center, filling out the middle. And it's the Hawks to start out. Boy, some coaches starting to feel the hot seat now, Grant. You think players are aware when that's the case?
No question, BA. I mean, with how the present media is, it's impossible not to notice. But some coaches will discuss it and be open and transparent about it. And, of course, some coaches won't ever bring it up. Way to capitalize on the mistake that leads to the bucket. You gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
Young with the bucket.
The threat of Trae Young, we talk so much about gravity in the NBA. It's unlocking some other scoring options. Strong take.
That's the garbage man. To the paint. Hampton's shot is good.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Thank you. Move right from the door.
First team foul.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Bogdanovich, no good.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time. And you love Bogdanovich and just the versatility he brings, BA.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Outside Young, going inside. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And the coaching staff loving the fact that Hunter is getting after it with the hustle. Good effort on both ends.
And as for Bogdanovich's ability to play anywhere on the floor, Brent, that's something that adds a lot of value to a player in today's NBA.
Think about second side actions in the NBA where the ball swings away from a primary scorer. Can the next guy do something with the ball? Bogdanovich certainly can. He can shoot it. He can put it down and make decisions. That kind of versatility pays off.
It's Hampton on the wing. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
They can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 so far. Young finds Bogdanovich. Here's the Kongwu, pounded by Rozier. There's Young with the 3. Sinks the tray. Young's got 5 now.
You start getting the feeling that Trae Young is going to be one of those guys that once he gets into his three-point motion, counter.
Just knifing his way to the rim.
He looked practically unstoppable on that play. And here's Bogdanovich. 8 points in his last time out. To the middle. And Young the bucket on the assist by Bogdanovich. He's got 7.
Hasn't taken him any time to get into a groove. 3 or 4 to start things off.
Down low. Hampton's shot is good.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Now with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, everything changes for him. He's got to be more careful on defense.
Dragic is checked in for the Kings. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. And it's Atlanta scoring again.
Playing in between right now and changing speeds. Bogdanovich spotting some nice scoring opportunities.
And he slams it in one-handed.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Okongwu, no good. The Kings leading. And they're running. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Now, some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
Atlanta with the ball. Collins outside. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Pass to Young. Shot clock at 6. Really left him alone that time. The Kings have gotten all 8 shots to go. They are red hot. Inside. Here's Hampton. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot.
Yeah, can we get run over?
Follow that one. And there's the foul against Atlanta. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Kings.
They've pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the defense to collapse. That could free up shooters going forward.
I'm loving the ping-pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. Williams' shot is good.
Such a dynamic scorer, inside, outside. It really doesn't matter. Lou Williams is a huge threat to score, especially coming off the bench.
The shot by Hampton, no good. The Hawks trailing. Here's Wright. Can't get it to drop. Nice D from Nance. Here's Hampton. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Here's Wright. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. Outside Gallinari. 5 to shoot. Pass to Lynn. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space. And that time, credit him with the assist.
Here's Dragic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And we have a chance to take a look at the teams that are wreaking havoc with their defense this past month. Number 1, Sacramento.
They've been playing great lockdown defense over the past month. They close out on shooters extremely well and do not allow easy looks.
And he makes a first.
Dragic, such a valuable player as a combo guard who is a veteran in this league. Unpredictable, pushes the pace, and does not lack for confidence.
1:04 left in the first quarter here. Right, pass to Gallinari. Let's go with a 3. It doesn't go for him. So Sacramento will take it the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
And some changes here for the Kings. Boucher comes in for Plumlee, and Tate is subbed in for Nance. Two-for-one opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
Williams misses off the left iron. Left side Tate, and out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. From 10 feet away. And it's Boucher with the rebound. It's Hampton on the wing. Williams grabs the board. It's Wright on the wing. The 3. No good. And so it's Sacramento closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half of this one. And what do you think about the Kings here, guys?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
On the court for the Kings, second quarter underway. Chris Boucher out there with Jayshawn Tate. Then there's Christian Wood. Then it's Hampton. And it's Garbage Man in at the point. Here's Williams. Hauled in by the Kings.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And Williams over to help. And stolen by Williams. They get it back. Here's Crowder. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Tate. And he drops the first.
Crowder was in high demand as a free agent in 2020. And a lot of people wanting his toughness on their roster.
Collins, he's checked in for the Hawks. Trae Young comes in for Williams. And with Crowder's free agency, team saw what he brings to the table.
Well, he's a good defender, and he's relentless on that end. And he just brings that kind of toughness that a lot of coaches are relying on, and they know that's important in the postseason. Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Young on the attack. Collins, no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Insanity gets the bucket. And now it's an 11-point Sacramento lead.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Here's Young. Oh, rejected by Boucher. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boucher. And the Hawks making a change here. Hunter's checked in. There's a killer two-hand slam.
Got to be aware of Hunter, especially when he gets up at the rim. That guy's got some size.
Outside Tate. Pass to Insanity. The rebound by the Hawks. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Celtics. Here's Hunter driving inside, and the layup is good off the glass. Hunter's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, every basket from this kind of range is going to help Hunter's perimeter game. Doesn't worry about the defense.
Insanity gets the bucket.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
The Hawks have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Young finds Hunter. Pass to Wright. Grant, your dad played pro football. You think that players who grew up around pro sports have an advantage?
Yes, B.A. Obviously, being around a professional athlete, understanding the dedication, the sacrifice, the work that goes into it, really, I think, helped me at an early age as I was developing in a different sport.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Hawks went on a tear last season after naming Nate McMillan their interim head coach. after he won Eastern Conference Coach of the Month and helped guide them to the franchise's first playoff run in 4 seasons, it seemed inevitable that he'd become the head coach long term. Guys?
Nothing new for him, Allie. Good stuff there. And yeah, it's good.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Kings. That one in Sacramento.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Making some changes here. Okongwu comes in for Crowder, and Bogdanovich is subbed in for Wright. The Hawks shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Bogdanovich passes to Collins. The kick out to Young. Shoots over Rozier. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Young's got 11.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Back to Nance. Pass to Plumlee. Here's Insanity. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
First free throw is good. Williams is checked in for Collins. And that's good as he hits both shots. The Hawks have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Hunter on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the second period. Lets the 3 fly. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. He's got 10.
Hunter in rhythm is a much better shooter, and that shot looked nice.
Brent, no matter what happens in DeAndre Hunter's pro career, in college, he created a signature moment for himself in the closing moments of the 2019 National Championship game. Remember, he hit a game-tying 3 to send it to overtime.
And then the Cavs eventually were able to pull that game out and win the title. It was just a heroic end to his season. But he's about defense, and that's the area of the court right now where he's making the most impact in his NBA career.
Pass to Plumlee. Nance outside to the inside. Here's Insanity. Williams defending. 1:02 left to play in the first half. That one doesn't drop. And here's Hunter for 3. And the Hawks with another 3.
And Hunter's shots just continue to fall. He could be in for a big one here.
Here's Insanity. Hunter covering. Good. And the Kings lead by 9.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. And there's a whistle. That'll go on Terry Rozier. That's his first foul. Lynn's checked in for the Hawks. Gallinari comes in for Young. So the Kings making a change here. 40 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Okongwu. Left side Williams. Williams on the wing. The 3. Nails it from 3. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
Well, you got to honor Lou Williams' shot from deep, especially if he's got other things going offensively. Has a great feel for when to pull the trigger.
Blocked! And it's out of bounds to Sacramento. Dragic against Williams. Outside for Rozier. Back to Wood. Here's Hampton. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. Hampton's got 4 points this quarter.
This guy has been wreaking havoc out there the last couple games.
You saw by that putback there, he's just completely locked in. We're getting full contributions from him right now.
And so it's Sacramento up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It's Sacramento with the advantage at the half. They have an 8-point lead. Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
Ball movement was a real factor for them. They played unselfishly with patience. Guys got shots in their favorite spots. You get those high percentage looks, good things tend to happen.
And Kenny, what you think about Atlanta?
The energy on D could be disappointing. They were slow to rotate. Communication was bad. No effort. I mean, the intensity on that end of the floor, where it needs to be, was just not there.
And that should do it with the second half about to begin.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. The Kings leading. At the forward slots, Hunter and Collins. In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. And it's a Kongwu in at the 5 down low. So that's who Nate McMillan starts the second half with. Atlanta's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Back to Young. Off target at the rim.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
To the paint.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Here's Garbage Man. Count it. Good. He has 6.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Now Young. He's got 13. Pass to Okongwu. Outside Bogdanovich. And here's Young. And he's going for the lob. And Collins with the slam.
That connection with Collins, that's an impressive play. And very, very high percentage.
Here's Insanity. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Misses from 6 feet away. On offense, here are the Hawks. It's a 10-point game. Bogdanovich, no good.
You've got to applaud Trae Young's hustle out there on the floor. I mean, he plays a lot of minutes, but he maintains a high energy level all game long.
Shot's good by Garbage Man.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
For Atlanta, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. One place you really see Trae Young's work ethic shine through is on the offensive end of the floor with his assist numbers.
Yeah, Young does everything he can to create for his guys. He's a selfless player who wants everyone to get involved. And he's got a real talent for problem-solving defenses and finding ways to get his guys good looks.
Crowder, he's checked in for the Hawks. Wright comes in for Bogdanovich. The Kings also with a sub. Boucher's checked in. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Man, that draft day trade is going to be talked about for the entirety of his career as Trae Young linked to Luka Doncic in that big trade. But both teams really benefited from it.
The floater, and he lays it up and in. Young's got 16 points.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Knocks it loose. Back come the Kings in transition. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Collins. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You love John Collins and his ability to step back and shoot that ball. He just doesn't waste many shots.
And he knocks down the first one. In a league where efficiency is so heavily valued, John Collins' shooting definitely makes him an asset to his team.
Well, that athleticism, BA, and the fact that he makes himself available for those kind of shots, you put that together, and it's a tough guy to match up with.
Gallinari, he's checked in for the Hawks. Williams comes in for Young.
Sacramento foul.
So for the Hawks, Lynn's checked in for Collins, and Bogdanovich is subbed in for Wright. Nance, he's checked in for the Kings. Knocked loose. Bogdanovich passes to Williams. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Williams has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, it's pretty much unguardable there. You got to respect Lou Williams' ability to guide those floaters softly into the rim.
Shot's good by Garbage Man.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
And he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Crowder finds Gallinari. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist from Gallinari. Williams has got 9.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Here's Garbage Man. He's got 10. Wood with it. Picked up by Gallinari. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Dragic. And he banks in the layup.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Pass to Lynn. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Lynn's got his 2nd basket on the night.
This guy's got a great nose for the offensive glass, and I like how he used those long arms that time to reach up and snag that rebound.
And the bucket is good.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Here's Bogdanovich. Nance pulls down the board. The Kings have gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the 3rd. Pass to Wood. Over Williams. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the 2nd chance points. And the Kings lead by 13.
Ooh, hard work creating the 2nd chance opportunity.
The shot won't fall. Nice D from Nance. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Garbage Man. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Hawks have gone 5 of 11 in this 3rd quarter. Crowder, the pass to Williams. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Yeah, that's what he's doing best right now. Plumlee loves to convert as close to the rim as possible.
Can't get it to fall. And so it's Sacramento up 15 points as this quarter concludes. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. We'll be right back with you shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Taking a look at Sacramento, they've got Terry Rozier, and it's Insanity in at the small forward position.
In a way, Lou Williams, a little bit like J.R. Smith, he'll welcome the chance to finish off, especially if it's a difficult shot.
Atlanta's gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Bogdanovich, that's good.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
And Atlanta making some changes here. Hunter comes in for Crowder, and it's Young in for Williams. And the Kings also making a change. Hampton's checked in for Wood. Insanity. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Hampton's shot is good.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Young. Insanity pulls it in. The Kings have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Danilo Gallinari.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Kings.
They haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They've been the aggressors.
Another thing they've done well tonight is to share the basketball. So many of their buckets have just been off crisp offensive sets, setting up their shooters.
John Collins checked in for the Hawks. From 11 feet away, Bogdanovich, no good. And Sacramento's shooting has been incredible, 72%. Stolen by Young. Outside Hunter, driving to the basket, and it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Yeah, that's a shoot-around shot as Hunter had plenty of space to knock it down.
Timeout called, Sacramento. And this short amount of time should be beneficial to these players to catch their breath a little bit, while at the same time replenishing their energy by drinking some Gatorade as we head into the final stretch of this game. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Luke Walton had some advice for the team over that last break. So far, he's happy with their play, but he wants to prevent any kind of a letdown. He told the team, stay aggressive. Don't play not to lose. We want to push the action and try to break their spirit.
Allie, thank you.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Good on both.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
For Atlanta, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And talk about a guy betting on himself. Now, John Collins turned down a big contract prior to last season. It all worked out in his favor as he signed an even bigger one to stay with the Hawks. He's firmly planted as part of this team's young core.
John Collins and his versatility are very, very exciting, not just as a scorer and a rebounder, but defensively as a shot blocker and a versatile, switchable defender.
Hampton, and makes it with the kiss. Hampton's got 31 points.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Back to Young. The lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Trae Young showing you variety. He can score in a lot of ways.
To the middle. Insanity gets the bucket. 22 points for him.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Here's Hunter. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
They've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
Well, Hunter became a household name with winning a national championship when he was in college. And he wasted no time showing that he was going to be ready for NBA competition. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Hampton. Soft touch off the glass. Hampton's got 8 points here in the quarter.
I love their work on the glass. They hold a nice rebounding advantage.
Team foul. Number 22. That's his third. Team third.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
Bogdanovich, we saw a little bit of this during the All-Star weekend. He can play with a little bit of flair. You know he's confident when he starts to show those signs.
On the wing, Rozier. Pass to Hampton. And it's good. 2 points. Hampton's got 14 points now in the second half.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Here's Insanity. Hunter covering. And he makes it. And the Kings lead by 16.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. The offensive rebound. He gets it in there.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
For Atlanta, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 shots to go during this fourth quarter. Collins outside. And he lobs it up. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Kings.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
For Sacramento, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the fourth. Here's Garbage Man. Uses the glass on the layup.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Kings.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
And they played well tonight, picking up win number 24 of the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
Outside Johnson. And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That's his first foul. Granted, it seems like each year, play in the NBA becomes a little more wide open and a little less physical.
Yeah, it's definitely changed, B.A., what you look for in a player today. Now, if you're overly aggressive, you always will be in foul trouble and of little use to your team. So being able to control your aggression is how you survive in today's game.
Pass to Tate. There's a minute 12 left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Insanity. He's feeling it. Misses off the right iron.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Here's Williams. And the foul is called. Well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's see it, fans!
First one falls for him.
And what sets Lou Williams apart right now is his confidence. This guy is a gunner who comes in and believes that he's going to score. He often does.
And Williams drops them both. And it's Sacramento's ball. Here's Insanity. Banked it in off the glass. And the Kings lead by 18.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Here's Luau Cabarro. He's covered by Bertans. And Luau Cabarro gets it to go.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Insanity, no good. Williams with it. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd.